Hey, what's up, Virgo? This is Camille from Millennial Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're a subscriber, and if you're not, then I hope that you will subscribe. Just a quick little thing I need to get out the way. I am raising my private readings to $10 a question, up from $5 a question. I've been doing $5 for several months now, and just all the effort, all the inquiries that I get, and all the time and all the energy it takes, I thought it was time to start valuing my readings a little bit higher. And of course, $10 is still remarkably cheaper than what a lot of other people on YouTube are charging, and in return you get a very well-rounded, in-depth reading about your personal situation. So that's my little marketing spiel. I hope that you will understand why I had to do that. I am a businesswoman, Capricorn stellium. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a 3-card spread with the Rider-Waite tarot deck per usual, and seeing what is coming up for you in this month of April. Virgos have been my most loyal of fans, and for that I am very thankful and grateful, and I hope that April comes up something nice. Let's see. What are the messages? Virgo. All right, one more time. All right. Oh, that also came up for Leo. Okay, so what we have coming into this reading with the Ace of Swords, presently feeling Ace of Cups, and then kind of getting in our feelings a little bit unnecessarily with the Nine of Swords. And you know what? I'm not even going to wait. I'm going to clarify this now. All right, Queen of Cups with the Nine of Swords. Just wanted to get that out of the way before people keep looking at the swords and they turn off the video because they're like, nah! But let's talk through it, okay? So we have coming into this reading, Ace of Swords, setting off the reading recent past. So that just means that you are watching this reading coming into April, Aries season, having been sparked with a new idea, having been sparked with a new challenge, with a new adventure awaiting for you. How this looks in the real world is like you have a new idea for what you want to do at your job, you have a new idea for how you're going to fix up things in your house, you have a new idea of how you're going to budget and fix up your finances. And this is something that came to you kind of out of the blue and suddenly. You may have been mulling over how to fix something in your life, Virgos, of course. You may be mulling over how to improve something in your life and feeling at a loss for how are we going to get there? And then the Ace of Swords coming in, Ace is always just the seed of something that needs to be planted, something that needs to be given, diligent attention, and also something that's been given to us from, the divine, has been giving you that charge, has been giving you that inclination. But it's still in its little infancy stage. It's still something that still needs to be grown out and rehashed, and something that needs to be born into the physical world. And then we have that marrying the Ace of Cups. New beginnings on new beginnings on new beginnings on new beginnings, new beginnings squared, multiplied by new beginnings, times new beginnings, minus 2 equals more new beginnings. This is a real new beginning month for you, Virgo. And we have the perfect complement of air and water, which is head and heart. So we have you moving forward with something that is intellectually driven, a mental idea. This could be something that was given to you when Mercury made its ingress into retrograde, into Aries. And this is all about going within in the entrepreneurial sign of Aries, thinking about how can we make moves in the world, how can we make change, how can we spark that fire in our lives, with others, and with ourselves. Complemented by the fact that the Ace of Cups is making it seem like a new emotional beginning for you as well. So this is not going through the motions of, oh, I'm just going to do this thing and be mechanical and get this done in the world. It's also giving you a new wellspring of joy, a new wellspring of excitement. Moving out of Pisces season, you may have found that your efforts, your emotions were drowned in the ocean of just like, and it did it to everyone. And when we have too much water on your earth, things do not grow. So here we have things coming in perfect balance. We have the air, swords, kind of wiping out the emotion, not to a fault, just creating balance again to where you may have felt a little bit inundated by your own emotions, and coming in with the spirit of wit, of charm, and of chattiness, and of talking with others, and of networking, all these things that have to do with air signs. And then we also see it giving you this new emotional beginning, this new emotional feeling, this also feeling of like, this is the perfect counterpart. We don't want too much water drowning in Aries season, but then we have a little bit of water cups. My cup runneth over. We're still marrying the head and the heart here. So whatever you're moving forward with in your new beginning, a new job, a new person, a new relationship, just a new thing. I'm moving, I'm traveling, I'm asking for what I deserve in my job. All that stuff is going to make you feel emotionally on top of yourself. And the fact that they're both aces means that these things are given to you by as above, so below type concept. So this is something that's not in vain. This is something where if you had a new idea, you're like, is this weird? Is this funky? Am I making this stuff up? Is this my ego talking? All this stuff. No, these are very spiritual cards. And then we have the Nine of Swords being clarified by the Queen of Cups. So the Nine of Swords is interesting to me because we go 9, 10, and then we start all over again with the Ace, which is how we started the reading. So Virgos are going through a cycle right now where the 10 and the 9 of Swords may have seen you taking some L's, taking some losses in your emotional life, in your job, in your relationships with other people, and then the Ace kind of breaking through to give you new clarity, to give you a new start, to give you a new fresh beginning, married with the Ace of Cups, and then making again that jump to the 9. The Ace making again that jump to the Queen. Mutable Earth sign Virgo. Do not overcompensate any of these things by moving too much in the other direction. How I see this looking: Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, new beginnings, getting all charged up, and then getting down on yourself that it's not happening fast enough, that it's not, working out the way that I wanted, or that it's a false start, that it's fake, that I'm just going to return back to here, and just letting yourself be a little bit too overwhelmed. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and what I'm getting is you need to take time to fill the steps in between. So aces are just the beginning, watering something just beginning. We're not going to jump all the way to success. We're not going to jump all the way to a goal accomplished because we're just at the beginning of something. Conversely, this also means that you ended something and you're like, I want to hurry up and get out of this hurt. I want to hurry up and get out of this anxiety. I'm just going to push myself completely in the other direction and start something new. There's a lot of not balancing the gray areas, the nuances of life, jumping from extremes to extremes. Virgo, if you know that you're doing this, know that you will find your most complementary happiness in the in-betweens and not in the extremes. But moving from the Ace of Cups to the Queen of Cups is actually quite beautiful. So we have a cup here given to you by the universe, divine hand with the white glove, and then we have you again with your cup here. Only you're sitting on a throne, you have your crown, it's not quite a cup, it's more of a chalice. So this is you taking this new emotional beginning after having endured some battle wounds, after having endured some false starts. This is you taking it and really monopolizing on it and really letting it become something that's great and something that's going to fulfill you emotionally. We have the Queen of Cups being a more motherly, intuitive presence. This is you checking into your spirituality. This is you checking into your intuition. And then we have her more mystical, loving, and motherly. Oh, I said motherly already. So this is really you taking care of yourself. This is really you after this was rushing into this, whatever this was, rushing into this cycle here of thought and of, you are Virgo, ruled by Mercury. There could be a lot of back and forth, a lot of black and white between this is good, this is bad, this is starting, this is ending, no, yes, up, down, all that stuff. And you're neglecting to find the middle ground. You're neglecting to find any type of balance. You're just moving between two extremes on the seesaw of life. And the Queen of Cups is kind of coming in here to put not necessarily an end to that, but to make that a little bit more of a loving process, to make it more of a nurturing process for you. So where you may have seen something ended and where you're starting something new, the Queen of Cups is here to say, hey, don't forget that you were heartbroken in the past. Don't forget that this did not work in the past. Let's not, jump all the way from extreme to extreme. Let's take some time. Let's take some grace to really cherish what we have, what we have accomplished, what we've moved through. So the Queen of Cups sees you slowing down and seeing what it is that you have accomplished, seeing what it is that has ended, and both seeing what it is that you can start. And the Queen of Cups, I just love the evolution between this cup to the chalice, looking down adoringly at it. This is you being at the top of your emotional game. This is you being the queen of your own life or whatever, at the top of your own life emotionally. And the Queen of Cups coming in to heal any Nine of Swords emotions, because the Nine of Swords, let's not forget, is still an outcome here. So it's a thought-oriented card, and you're a mercurial type of sign. So this is really you jumping between extremes in your head, taking a fatalistic view. What if this doesn't work out? What if this is, these are two lovely, gracious cards that are here to grant you new beginnings, and Nine of Swords just sees you saying, it's not going to work out. I thought it was a new beginning last time, and it didn't work out. What if I end up in the same place? What if this ends up being bad? And kind of keeping yourself up at night, not being able to sleep. It also keeps you from making action, because if you think these two cards are fake, let's say you got a new job offer. Let's say you got a new offer to work with someone. Let's say you got a new offer that's going to bring you money. Let's say you got a new love offer to work with somebody. Let's say you have a new offer to work with a personal trainer, and it did not work out before with the money. It might not have worked out before with the personal trainer. It might not have worked out before with a relationship. This is you saying, it didn't work out. I'm going to skip all these steps, go straight to the part where I'm sad, and not even look at it. It also sees you inertia. You're not getting out of bed. You're just not going to do it. And this is a common thing for a lot of the signs. Things are happening, new, change, going from fast to slow, slow to fast, and you guys are refusing to look it in the eye. Instead, you guys are kind of like in bed saying, okay, I'm going to let life happen to me. I'm going to let things happen to me. I'm not going to take any charge because I'm afraid of what may happen if I put my full spirit into this. So I'm just going to completely recede and retract from world. And still giving myself emotion, too many emotions, and too much anxiety, and too much depression there. And the Queen of Cups is coming over here as a helpful solve over that. I truly do believe that the Queen of Cups is going to be an aspect of yourself, a more nurturing aspect of yourself, a more self-caring aspect of yourself that says, okay, Virgo, I know that this did not end well last time. I know that this feels fake. I know it feels too good to be true. I know that in the past that you were burned. But I'm here to say, try again, get up again, try again, get up again. That is your own Queen of Cups spirit. Should the Queen of Cups be someone outside of you? Should it be a tarot reading? Should it be spirituality, a motherly figure in your life? This is going to be someone's energy to lean on as you start this new place. And you're starting from a wounded place. You really are. You're starting from a place of, why should I? Why me? What's different about it this time? All this stuff. And Virgo wanting to control the details. It has to be like this, and this, or else I'm not going to do it. Queen of Cups is saying, do it. This is how it's starting. This is how you could be in the end. A complete maturation, a complete growth of emotion, a complete evolution and change and a cycle emotionally, because you're starting something new again. And you may be saying, don't do it. It's too good to be true. It's not going to work out. It's going to be like it was last time. But really call upon your inner Queen of Cups to say, it's okay to begin again. It's okay to start fresh. It's okay to be hopeful, right? It might be really awesome, and you're like, no, it's too good to be true. I hadn't said that enough already. It's okay to have hope. It's okay to feel joyful and feel optimistic and to look forward to your future. It does not mean that it's not going to work out. And even if it doesn't work out, it wasn't for you. And there's something that you learned anyway. So, be your own Queen of Cups. Do not be afraid to start again. Do not be afraid if everything doesn't look like, how is this going to happen? I don't know how I'm going to do this. Do not be concerned with those details, Virgo, as I know you are. Take the long view. Take the more self-nurturing view of letting yourself begin again, letting yourself start something new, letting yourself be excited again, and know that even from that, good things will come. Okay? So April is all about letting yourself be okay with being hopeful. It's okay to be hopeful and to know that good things are indeed coming to you. It's not fake, okay? Just let yourself live in it and bathe in it. Be happy with it. Do not keep yourself up at night worrying about the details and how and what if. No. Be the Queen of Cups. And also, all these cards are like so beautiful in blue. So much sunniness, so many blue skies and optimism and clarity on the way. It's all for you this month of April, Virgo. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it gave you any peace and clarity. I hope that if you need any more clarity on your personal situation, that you will reach out for a $10 reading. But if not, and until then, I will see you in May. Enjoy your month.